Welcome to my YouTube channel. In my today's video, we are going to be discussing about 10 most repeated physics jam topics. Believe me, there's no way you're going to answer JAMB 2025 UTME examination without seeing questions from from these topics. So I'll advise you to get yourself a book and a pen so that you can write down the topics. So let's move on. The first topic here is motion, which is either linear and what projectile motion. In this motion, which is linear and projectile motion, there are three subtopics there you need to acquaint yourself with. The first topic is equation of what of motion. What are the equations of motion? And the application. The second topic there is projectile what motion. What is projectile motion? Where we have time of flight. Who is preparing for the 2025 JAMB Physics UTME examination? You are expected to know all the equations of projectile motion and how to use it to solve a particular question. Number three, which is subtopic in the first one, which is motion, we have the velocity time graph. So that one is very, very important. Let's go to the second most repeated JAMB physics topic. The second topic there is Newton's law of what of motion. Newton's law of motion. In this Newton laws of motion, the first topic here there is inertial force and what acceleration. Inertial force and what acceleration. The second subtopic there is action and what and reaction force. Action and what reaction force. The third subtopic there is what application, which is tension in string and what and pulley. Let's go to the third topic, the third most repeated topic in JAMB Physics UTME examination, which is work, energy, and power. Believe me, if you have checked most of the past questions, that is from 2024 downward, there is no way you are going to see physics past question without what without seeing question from this work, energy, and power. So it is very, very important as a student that is applying, that is planning to sit for the 2025 UTME examination. You are expected to know the formulas in work, energy, and power. Let's go to the next topic. The next topic is wave. So wave is very, very important. So there are three subtopics there, which is types of wave, which is either mechanical wave or electromagnetic wave. The second topic is what wave properties. What are the properties of wave? The frequency, the wavelength, and the velocity. So the last but not the least, which is what sound wave and what Doppler what effect. Sound wave and Doppler effect. Let's go to the fifth topic. The fifth topic that which is most repeated physics jam topics is electricity and circuit. Electricity and what and circuit, which is the first subtopic there is Ohm's law. We have the series and what and the parallel or circuit. Let's go to the last but not the least, which is what electrical what power and what energy. Electrical power and what energy. So if you're preparing for the JAMB 2025 UTME examination, electricity and circuit is very, very important. Question from what resistance and what capacitance. So you'll be asked to calculate the equivalent what resistance and the equivalent what capacitance. So that is question from what from circuit. The sixth most repeated topic in JAMB Physics UTME examination is thermodynamics. So the first subtopic there is heat transfer, either by conduction, convection, and what radiation. Let's go to the second subtopic there, which is what gas law. In this gas law, there are a lot of laws there. Believe me, there are up to 5, even more than that. So where we have the Boyle's law, the Charles law, the Lewis law, pressure law, and so many other other laws. So what are you expected to know in this in these laws? So you are expected to know the formula for what for Boyle's law, the formula for what for Charles law, the formula for what for Prejo's law, and how to apply them, how to use it to calculate. So it's very, very important for you to know it. Let's go to the last but not the least, which is what latent heat and what specific heat or capacity. So you are expected to know what is latent heat, what is specific heat capacity, and how to use the formulas. But seven most repeated JAMB physics topics is optics. Optics. The first subtopic there is reflection and what refraction. reflection and what refraction. The second subtopic there is lens and what mirror formula. Lens and what mirror formula. The third subtopic there is dispersion of what of light. So eight most repeated physics topic is magnetism and what electromagnetism. Magnetism and what electromagnetism. The first subtopic there is magnetic field and forces. Magnetic field and what and forces. The second subtopic there is electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. The third subtopic there is what transformer. The third subtopic there is what transformer. The number nine most repeated topic in JAMB in physics JAMB is atomic and what nuclear physics. Atomic and what nuclear physics. So what are the subtopic, what are the things you need to know in this atomic and what sub and nuclear what physics? We have the radioactivity. Radio what activity. The first thing there is alpha, beta, gamma, decay. So you are expected to know this. The second thing you need to know is the half-life or calculation. Half-life or calculation. You are expected to know how long is it going to take for a radioactive element to decompose, to reduce by what it have to, for its life to reduce by what by half. So that is what you are expected to know. The last is the Bohr model of atom. The Bohr model of atom. The number 10, which is the last but not the least topic, the most repeated JAM physics topic is simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. So what are you expected to know in this topic? You are expected to know the definition and the example, which is examples in simple pendulum and what and spring. Simple pendulum and what and spring. The second what is the period and the frequency calculation. The period and the frequency calculation. So we have gotten to the end of this video. If you find this video helpful, do well to like and subscribe and share it with your friends who are also preparing for the JAM 2025 UTME examination. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.